Hi, my name is Mikey Jenny, and this is a small piece of my testimony. When I became a Christian at age 21, I still was living like the world. I was chasing my dreams. I had a clothing line. I was a performing rapper. I was a pothead, an alcoholic, and a fornicator. And I was looking for truth from my friends and my family members. And they were telling me things like, man, you're blessed. Like, God is making your dreams come true. And I even had my cousin telling me, Solomon had 1,000 wives and concubines. Man, you got all the girls. You're blessed. And he'd say, Jesus turned water into wine. You get all the free beer. And Genesis says every green herb bearing seed. But isn't that exactly how the devil talks? A lot of truth and a little bit of error is deception. 99% truth is not truth. So I continued chasing this dream, thinking that God was opening up these doors because there were supernatural things that were happening. Like, we'd always be in the right place at the right time, bumping shoulders with the right person. And I remember me and my rapper friend, one day we woke up and said, let's go to Atlanta today. Out of nowhere, I called the only person I knew in Atlanta, this female DJ, and I said, what's popping off in Atlanta? And she said, come to this address right now and bring your shirts. Next thing I know, Soulja Boy's Clicks doing a photo shoot in my t-shirts, and I'm thinking, man, God made this happen. Why'd we get that idea to go to Atlanta? The only person I called told me to come here. Shortly after that, we were shooting a music video at a mansion with girls in bikinis and beer everywhere, and I was like, we made it. Like, God made this happen. And when I left there at the LAX airport in LA, I saw a guy wearing an SOD Money Gang hat, which is Soulja Boy's record label, and I asked him, are you with SOD Money Gang? And he said, I'm the CEO. And I said, dude, I'm sitting here showing him all the behind the scenes of our music video. I'm showing him that his guys are wearing my shirts, and he's like, man, y'all are doing it big. And he did a promo video with me in the airport, and I'm like, how does this happen? This has to be God. And I even told him, I said, dude, I changed my flight for a day later. And he said, I changed my flight for a day earlier. It's God. And I believe that. And I came back to my home thinking, I'm going to move to California. I'm going to be a successful clothing line designer and a rapper. And when the world looks up to me, then I can tell them the gospel. Well, at that moment, God drew a line in the sand, and he said, if you want this dream, you can chase it and it will happen. You see the sponsorships, you see the celebrity rubbing shoulders. It's going to happen if you pursue it, or you can lay it all down and follow what I have for you. And in that moment, I wanted nothing but to follow what God had. And I started reading his word, and it said, be sober. We're in the last days. Satan's like a roaring lion. And I thought, I'm never sober. I said, you know what? I'm not going to do it today. I'm not going to drink a beer today. I'm not going to smoke weed today. And every time I'd fail, temptation would come along and I'd fail. And I realized that I cannot do it in my own strength. New Year's 2013, I told God, I said, I am weak, but you are strong. Take this out of my life. I don't want it anymore. I give you permission to take it out of my life. And I woke up the next day without a single withdrawal.